Well, hello. You are now watching the Black Bougie Broads feature Kevin B. How y'all doing?
Yo,
Good.
can it be
Tired.
Friday
We
already?
good. We
Right.
making
Chat.
it.
Listen, so all of our faithful listeners, I know they are done because we have not pushed any social media saying that we are going live. We are randomly showing up on y'all as y'all laying in the bed, scratching yourselves, and y'all are like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Scratching.
Scratching.
Scratching yourselves. And you in the bed with your spouse, your boo, or by yourself, watching Netflix, and boom, you here with us. So we're talking about the unthinkable tonight, the Diddy Diggler. But before we get into the details, we have Kodak Kev.
What's up?
We have Be the Rich Uncle.
99 bottles of beer. I mean, 1,000 bottles of lubricant on the wall. Ooh.
Oh, the shade. And we have, I'm just going to have to get used to this, Jay.
Hey, y'all.
We got Jay, y'all.
Jay.
All right. So
All of
listen.
these.
So let us know in the comments. Let us know where y'all from, who y'all are. Because I'm not live on my phone. Like I can't see who's in the room. So y'all gotta let me know who's here. I
Y'all
know
got to
it's
chat. Y'all got to type
friends,
as we begin to speak.
family,
Comments.
everybody.
Yes.
So it is what it is. But we about to get into it. So we're just truly in the times. Diddy has been arrested. Honestly, I just feel crazy about it because I feel like somebody else should be getting prosecuted quickly and swiftlier than this. But
Mhm.
you know, as an African American gentleman,
Call
he
it.
gonna go to jail. He
Call
gonna go to
it.
prison.
It
Y'all
should
know
be
who I'm
Trump.
talking about.
It should be 45 that should be arrested right about now with all his however many convictions that he has
Yes,
on the docket. Absolutely.
yes. But
But I
Diddy is
mean,
going to pay.
mm-hmm.
He's going to pay. And so the gentleman, the boys was like, listen, we need to address this. Brandon said, when we going to talk about it? So since this is somebody we have grown up listening to, enjoying his
Mm-hmm.
music,
All our lives.
how are we feeling? And let us know in the comments what y'all think. I know for me, I have just been completely unsettled by all of the things that's coming out about him. Like you think you know people, like you know what you see, but then you really don't know.
Right.
Right. You know what I thought about today, y'all, in correlation? And I was like, it made me think about that situation again. But when Portia was talking about Candy and the sex dungeon and all that, I was like, why this sound like
Similar.
similar, right? Like, is this what the
But you know
celebrities
what? It's funny you
do? Like,
saying that.
is this like
Will,
normal activity?
will they be implicated?
We will
But
Will
see.
there be a
didn't it come out
connection?
that was a lie? Did they with Candy? That was a
Allegedly.
With Candy, yeah, it was
So,
unfounded. That
well, what Candy did was create some kind of playoff of it and made
Yes.
monetized it,
Hmm.
and that kind of squashed the beef. But there
Well,
could have
maybe
been
Portia had her mixed up with Diddy.
how you. So Candy looked like Diddy.
no, it wasn't Portia's fault
Did
though. Remember, Portia was just saying what she heard, which was really from Phaedra.
Mm.
So,
mm. Shout out
okay.
to Phaedra on Dancing with the Stars.
oh yeah,
Yeah, she
Phaedra.
looked good too.
Yes. Hmm.
Finally, maybe it'll be some.
Phaedra go get that reality star of the year. I'm telling you that.
Right.
She
She
gonna
gonna
get
get that
that.
check.
She know she hot from show to show to show, and I ain't mad
Right.
at it.
But what was the show on Peacock that really set it off for me? It was really
Traders.
good. Yes, it was really good
Mm-hmm. You
earlier.
Okay.
know,
I'm gonna
I
let
haven't
y'all go down
watched
the
it. I
well,
haven't
hold on.
watched it.
Well, wait, I gotta bring us back.
Mm-hmm.
So because we've gotten a lot of complaints that we
Oh,
start going. So how we talk on here to y'all is how we talk in real life. Child, we be done went from the mountaintops to the valley, back to the mountaintops an hour later.
Right.
So how are y'all feeling about it? And do you think it's real? But I keep forgetting the footage of him came out of him beating Cassie. I think that's when it became
Hmm.
You keep
real.
well, let's
forgetting
back it
about
up.
it. You
I
keep
Hmm.
forgot.
forgetting about
Hey,
it.
Cause wasn't it
y'all.
like a year ago?
But let's
Didn't this
back it
all
up
happen
even
almost a
further
year ago? Or no? Was it this time
because
around?
No, so what
it was
happened was
the allegations
yeah,
first,
the lawsuit that which was a civil
right?
lawsuit that she
Hmm.
filed.
Yep.
And what's
But
up?
how long ago was this, y'all? Because I can't remember. It seemed like it just happened a year, like a while ago.
Season, right? We talked about it last season at some point.
I
right?
feel like it hasn't quite been a year yet since
Okay.
that video dropped. And
No, not the video.
No, not the video.
The allegations
when
dropped.
the
she had
allegations.
The
and then-
allegations
Oh,
were first.
that's been like a year and a half now, right? Like a year and
Right.
a half.
Or a year,
Mhm.
at least a year.
At
So
least
Mhm.
since then, that's when the video dropped, and then
Right.
after the video, there was a public apology,
Mm-hmm.
and people were starting to question if the apology was sincere because if the
Mhm.
video footage never came out, there was a long gap between the allegation and that video footage, and there was no
Right.
apology.
Right. So at first it was
he
like
denied it before.
At first I somewhat believe. I'm like, okay, it's not far fetched. Even though it's like, okay, maybe. But once the video came out, it was no. After that video came out, it was
talked
no
about it.
allegedly anyway.
Didn't we do an
Right.
episode?
So
Yeah, we
after the
did.
video came out, I was like, whatever everybody's saying is true because it's evidence.
But my
You only got to
question
show
is-
me one thing. The
My
rest of it's
question
true.
is, between all of that, why didn't he, not saying that I support anything that he's doing, if you're abusing people, blackmailing people, racketeering is what they call it, there was enough time for him to clean up his mansions on both East and West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Why investigators going in, finding Lube video between when Cassie first made that first allegation, there was enough time for him to clean up everything.
He just had too much. He probably got rid of some of it, but it was just probably.
But you know what? The
1,000 bottles of
amount,
Lube, though?
I'm
so
just
we have
joking.
to. So we might have to go all the way back because they're saying that he may have killed Kim Porter.
But let me
And
ask
they're
y'all
also saying
this.
he may have directed someone to kill Tupac.
But you know what, Brandon? You think somebody that does things like this, do you think they ever think he doesn't think he's going to get caught?
That's
so
what I
why
was
clean
gonna
up
say.
your mess?
That's what I was
To
gonna
him,
say.
it was like, they're not going to do anything. So I'm gonna he probably was still making videos and still having freak offs and all those things
Come on, freak
within
Well,
the
freak offs
year.
are not against the law, but
Yeah,
I just
ain't nothing wrong.
No, I'm
with
not saying
having
it's against the
Lube
law,
with
but if you
Gator.
just went through all that, you would think you would just shut everything down. Like a normal person would be like, you know what?
Let
I
me
don't
back
know.
up
They
here.
almost got me. I might need to slow my roll.
No,
you know?
I think what it is the fact is he apparently has been able to move in the entertainment industry like he has been doing allegedly in the
It's
indictment.
not alleged anymore because we saw it on video. Well, we know he
that
beat
part.
Cassidy.
Well, that
Right.
part, but he's been able to move the way he's been moving virtually undetected for so long that I guess, and because he had such strong public support for his other endeavors, I don't think he thought it was even on law enforcement's radar. So
Anytime you get in Artist of the Year, you getting keys to the city. Come on now, people are watching, and it doesn't take but one person of notoriety and fame to come forth and say something. And now it's just been this constant ripple effect. It's different people coming out, and they're all saying similar things. And right now it's females, right? There could be others.
So I just think it's very interesting that it's now, right? Like for me, if the fact he's done these things, they could have taken him down a long time ago. But bear with me as I say this. I feel like at this time during this election season, he is an example. He is an example of when we want to take you down and sell you out, we're going to do it. Because if you don't think he did not have the hands of other very powerful people assisting him in all this, but let's see if they're going to go down. But that's why I said I'm struggling to, the community, which y'all know I be struggling with my Black community. They get on my nerves a lot of times.
You be
especially right
struggling
now.
with them? You be
Yes.
struggling with them?
Yes. But during this election season, I just these past couple years, I have been very disappointed. But I just know that we as a people, if there's something that's done incorrectly, your life is over. And should his life be over? Maybe so. But for those that they don't feel like,
throwing vases and beating and dragging women by
but
the
you know
hair.
what? Because what's crazy is there are other people who have security. There are other people who have, if he's in the rap industry, why hasn't anybody else in the rap industry sewed him up for the things that he's done? Isn't that weird? That's
because it's been alleged that they have been in the room when some of these things are happening.
And some of them are being blackmailed too.
Yeah, they're not trying because at the core of the indictment is he's at the top of this enterprise, and so nobody wants to go against it when he has so much influence because he can impact them financially. Even so, people are not going to say anything, especially if they know that it could negatively impact them or their livelihood. They're not going to say nothing.
Let's take it even further. There could be video footage of them doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be something sexual. It just could be something that's a little like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Why would you do that to that person?
Yeah. But my thing is, I just cannot believe that he's been able to go this long and not catch a fade. Like somebody beat him up or somebody set him straight. That's why I feel like he has.
But then we see videos of Puff Daddy just snapping on people for no reason,
making the band. Come on now.
Now,
I'm gonna just tell you, me and him, I'd have took him out. I'm sorry.
Right. But y'all know what though? What they really need to start looking at, Puff Daddy too, and even think about R. Kelly. They need to start looking at these people that are allowing these things to happen, bringing these women to these parties, bringing whatever, the drugs or whatever. Like they need to start indicting those people too, because, or like you said, the people that's turning a blind eye, because how is all this stuff happening right in front of people's faces? Like you telling me the type of people that we are, is we know that somebody's literally doing this right in front of us. We just gonna say nothing, act like we don't see anything.
But how many times does the Black community believe in no snitching or that's not my business?
That's true.
I feel like that is. I feel like that's.
I'll call 911 on somebody in a heartbeat. I don't believe in
family members included. Absolutely.
You want to do something in front of me? You better not, because I'm snitching.
Yeah.
But you're right, Maurice. I will listen. It's. I'm telling you, it must be something super, super, super deep. Because, like I said, I feel like this is a very weird time that he is going down. When you got,
he ain't getting out until after this election, so
maybe we might get more information about the Illuminati. Maybe
it's dismantling the focus. For me, it's dismantling the focus of this election. But but I'm clear, yes, because the African American community is very, very pivotal in this vote. And then all of a sudden, Diddy gets arrested. So now that's all the African American community can talk about, while the undereducated communities are ramping up to vote. I said it.
Let's be clear. It's not just the Black community.
Okay.
Well, no. That's why. But that's why I said the undereducated is ramping up to vote.
Yesterday was the day for everyone to register to vote. It was National Registration Day. So please, if you're listening to this podcast, please make sure you register to vote in your state and your local and state levels and federal level. Election day is November 4th. We got 40 something days until we're there. Let's make it happen.
And y'all can bring back all this other dumb stuff November the 5th. Okay.
I need to see this blue wave.
Come on. No, it's November the 5th. I was say that date don't sound right. So November the 5th, you go vote, but you can do early vote.
Yes, I'm gonna do that too.
I'm just really like blown away at it happening now. And then it's playing out in front of his kids. It's like I don't think he was thinking about how it would impact
the kids.
It happens when it happens. The law is not worried about what time it's happening. They are going to go in when they feel like it's time. I feel like they waited.
Everything is because
I don't feel like it was a political decision for it to happen now.
No. But what we're saying, when you're comparing it to Trump's cases, a lot of things have been pushed back. He's been granted a lot of leniency on every level. And the question is why? Why? In different states, different jurisdictions, Why?
He should be in court right now.
Absolutely.
He should be
what is the
in
difference?
court right now.
You talked about he was in the court, right? Farting, right?
He was, and he's supposed to keep going because he got more
check this
litigation.
out. Even with all of his allegations and claims and convictions, he was still walking free.
Yes. And Diddy is about to lose his shorts, baby. I mean, right?
Diddy is still let's be. Diddy is still black. Let's just be real.
Still black.
He's still black.
He never not been black.
He's still black. Let's not forget that.
But he might have thought he had a hand up. He might have thought he had a hand
up. That judicial system gonna let him know, nigga, you still black now. You might be a mogul.
He been paying money out the yin yang, and I'm just like, is his money limitless? Like he been paying out millions of dollars.
I know he's gonna start to lose money now because even companies that he had, he had to share his shares and different things. So share his shares, sell his shares, and drop, down and out.
It's really sad.
One of the reasons they didn't give him bail was because what did they say, Kev?
He's been reaching out to witnesses.
Yes, to change.
He's been contacting witnesses.
Yes. Absolutely.
So I read the full indictment, and the thing that I always try to play devil's advocate. I don't have any beef.
I see you over there showing the city. Oh, I see that you got the tat out and everything.
I feel like a priest. I feel like a priest tonight with Kevin.
Okay. Moving on. So I read the indictment, and the issue is the criminality of it. It's the stuff that he was doing that was against the law. And I always like to play, that's my role on here, to play devil's advocate. And I like Diddy, and I like him as a mogul, but as I'm reading it, I'm just thinking, now Diddy, you could have been doing these freak offs. You could have been filming you could have ran a whole porn company if you wanted to. But why did you have to do it against people's will? Why did you have to, why did you have to do it against the law? You could have done whatever, because there's nothing against the law about doing freak offs if you want to do them. I'm not going to.
But that's not fun. That's not fun for crazy people.
But it's the way that he was intimidating and enticing people.
Yes.
And
it's
the against the will part. It's the drug part.
Opioids, methamphetamines. Yeah. And they were so high when they came to. The next day, they needed IV.
That's because you gotta think. That's the craziness of it all. Like, you have to think about somebody's mental state if they doing things like that. Like you said, Kevin, he could have had enough money. He could have been like, what's his name? The Playboy bunny or whatever. Made it like legal or whatever.
But that Black Hugh Hefner,
right? But that wouldn't have been fun. That wouldn't have been enough for him. Obviously, this just sounds crazy.
It's really power. It's really, I feel like
it's
what it is because he is at the top of that pyramid of influence in the entertainment industry. He started to feel
but everybody with power don't do this crazy stuff.
Well, he did. He started to feel like, or allegedly, he started to feel like, I am above the law, and I can do it. And if you don't want to do it, because one of the things in the indictment is saying if people said that they didn't want to do it, he would shame them or embarrass them, or he would threaten to financially harm them. And sometimes he would fight them. Sometimes he would get physical with them. So he would basically intimidating these people. And I'm like, it would have been okay until you started to just flex like you're gonna do it no matter what. You're gonna do it even if you. Because my thing is, if they didn't want to do it, I'm sure you could have found some hood rat that would have done it, and
that's what Bougie was saying. Bougie was saying what Diddy was doing is what all the rappers do. Some years ago, I forgot what NBA players or NFL players got in trouble. They had a boat in Miami. They had like the boat all night, and when the cleaning crew came on the boat, it was condoms and stuff everywhere. They had strippers and everything on their boat, and I forgot who got in trouble. I feel like it was the football players. If you're watching it, but they were so I think that's the vein Boosie was going in, but it sounds like Diddy was drugging people.
But take it back.
He
Like it
was.
started when they was making the music videos. A lot of the dancers and video vixens, they were under the influence, whether it be drugs, alcohol, whatever it was,
Mhm.
to get loose, to party, to give the whole atmosphere of the vibe of the video shoot. And then I think it just translated into their lives, honestly.
Y'all, I think y'all trying to make sense of craziness. Like, I think we're trying
That's
to
the
think of
science.
it from people
A
with
sane
sane
perspective.
brains. Like, what this man was doing was legit crazy. Like, something is mentally wrong
So
with
then,
this
if
man.
you
Like,
say
this is
that,
not normal stuff.
do you think that he, like R. Kelly, is oversexed or has had some child
Something,
abuse in his early life?
something
That
is
will
wrong with something happened because this ain't no normal ass shit,
I
y'all.
feel
I'm
like
sorry.
because when we were
This
when I,
ain't just somebody with power and they
yeah,
trying
it's
to
but
use it. It's more.
I think it's he is ran over with power. He's super sexualized, and like we need somebody to do. We need one of them to come on here and do an interview. We need one of them to come on here and do a little interview and tell us what happened because we
But
don't
how is
understand.
he? But how is he super sexualized when, according to the indictment, he wasn't participating in the activity? He was just arranging.
But then
I
there was
think it's
also
still something wrong.
voyeurism. He was watching the cameras.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't.
What?
You know, my thing
That's
is,
right. The Minnesota Vikings boat party, baby. When they said they
Thank you,
had,
Maurice.
thank you, Maurice. They said they had condoms and everything everywhere.
well,
They said it
he
was
was
crack.
arranging for those to get cleaned up. He had arrangements where his places of business where he did the freak offs would get cleaned
Okay.
up.
So then, like you said, the threatening part, there were AK 47s?
Yeah, the guns and
The
the
guns
the
with
serial numbers
start
were
off
scratched
serial.
off.
It was like, why? So as I'm reading, I'm like, why does it have to be against the law? If you could have just had regular guns, it would have been
Because the
regular
reality
registered
is
guns that would have
those
been
guns
okay.
are probably linked to somebody's killing. But who?
That made my toes tingle. Like, damn.
Oh, hold on.
right.
What the young adults say now? The unalive of somebody.
Ah.
The
Oh yeah, you gotta say
The
that.
unalive.
We on YouTube, so yes, you gotta say unlaugh now. They might flag us.
Unalive. Yeah.
But you know, it's sad. It's really sad, y'all. We will never, and Janice is right. We will never be able to understand crazy because
Do
I don't
we
understand.
think, Janice, do you think it's crazy, or do you think that it could just be, what's the word that I'm looking for? What do they call it when somebody enabling? Because it's been going on for so long.
Okay, so I guess why I say crazy when I see a man beat a woman like he did Cassie, right? That comes from some type of trauma somewhere, right? And then when you hear all the things he's forcing these people to do, like I don't think it's like a power. Yeah, power has something to do with it because he has the power to do it. But I feel like even if he didn't have that power, some of those things he still would do just because it's in him, if that makes sense.
I don't.
So
I feel like that's a possibility, but I feel like at this point, look, we're in 2024 now, and Diddy's getting arrested. This indictment went all the way back to 2008. So I don't know if the people was working on this project back in 2008, or they started later and they just went back to footage from 2008 or whatever. But the thing is, I just feel like what it is Diddy at this point.
What it is.
What it is. Nobody has said
what's
up. Nobody has up to this point, and no one has told him no. So I feel like that's why I said it's the enabling thing.
Let's get to the root. Why?
Exactly, because he crazy.
Forget about the enabling part.
He probably paying people's bills like Trump. They probably paying people bills.
So because he's giving these strippers and sex workers money, we just gonna keep falling in line. We gonna keep drugging ourselves until we got to wake up in the morning and get
But
IVs.
you have integrity. But you have integrity. You have self-love. There are a lot of people out here who've probably never had a pot to piss in, and they probably didn't have anyone say
in pots though. That's
because they ain't got a toilet chair. They ain't got running water because they broke in the juke. They gotta throw it out. It smell like urine up in that house. But you know, some people just don't have. They don't have it.
Not urine.
Urine.
And poo. But you can't. Some people just don't have family, a sense of family that can tell them. So next thing you know what you do. If somebody offer you $20,000 over and over again, and you ain't never had nothing, you ain't never been told you are worthy, you gonna keep doing it because what? Your bills is paid, but you don't have no self-respect.
Look, he was like that demon on that movie on Netflix. He said, "I can smell your nappy pussy."
I gotta go back and finish that.
I watched the movie.
That thing was crazy. I was like, what in the world is going on with this demon possessed?
Why she had to say nappy though? I could not understand.
I was like, this is just crazy. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna laugh or what, but this is
But it was based on a true story.
That was not. That they lied.
That's what they said.
I don't believe it.
They said it was based on the truth.
That's what they said. Like I told y'all, realistic fiction.
So wait a minute. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all ain't never had let me jump back to the freak off or whatever it is. Y'all ain't never had a situation where in the morning you just felt like, I could use a little IV. Not sex, just any kind of party situation where you drink.
Like after drinking or something like that.
So I've never had IV, but you can buy liquid IV now. Does that assist? Does that help? Because
no, he had the nurses and everything set up so the thing was already. You wake up and the thing is in your arm.
What's his name? I forgot.
He was trying to keep him alive.
I forgot what celebrity it was. I don't know if it was Kevin Hart. It was somebody. No. It was one of the podcasts I was watching. They said them IVs will bring you back.
Johnny's is right because you know what? Nobody has ever died on Diddy's watch. That's the fuck why.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were partying to the brink. They was at the
and
brink.
then he probably didn't want them going into the hospital either, because then that's gonna bring more attention to the situation.
That's right. It was Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Tank said he was in Miami.
He was very calculated.
Tank would be partying hard, and he said the lead singer from Pretty Ricky got him a nurse and some IV. He said he literally came back to life and went and partied all over again. So you know what? I think, do we need to hire somebody like that? I don't think we've ever partied that hard.
I might need one for homecoming, y'all, because when I'm looking at this homecoming agenda, I'm like, this is the most we've ever done in years. Y'all gonna wait till I turn 40 to want to add 2 things a day when we could barely do one thing a week.
Well, hold on.
A weekend. And I'm like, I don't know.
We already know we punk asses because our grandparents used to work hard as a mug, and we can't do half of the stuff they
But the difference is they probably went to sleep around 8 o'clock. Times was different. Soon as
they was up at 4. What you mean?
They was up then, but we be having a lot of free time at night. That's the problem.
That's the devil's playground. And that's why he had the freak offs.
Oh my God.
Because he was bored.
Well, let me ask y'all a question. If we'll say for me and Johnny's, well, no, it could be all of us. If Diddy offered y'all $10K to come to the freak off, that's just 10. Whoa. 10K just wait. What if Diddy said, I'm gonna give you 10K to come to my freaky party? Hold on. And then once you arrive, you get another 10K, and you only have to be there for 5 hours. Would you do it?
5 hours is a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
First of all, you would have had to disguise it as something else for me. If you said freak off, I'm not going, right? That's the first and foremost. No. Call it
Now,
something
know
else.
what we know
We're
now.
saying
In
this
hindsight,
that's what I was gonna say.
probably no, right? But you think if Diddy gonna invite you to a party, you just thinking, oh, it's Diddy party because everybody talked about Diddy parties,
everybody has
right? But we didn't know what was
But it
going
wasn't called a
on,
freak off. So if
right?
if
We
you
didn't know
disguise
that,
it as something else, I would go.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
So-
with that. Now I would have went to a Diddy party,
I would
probably
take
for
the
free.
10,000.
But once I got there, I was
So
leaving
once you
because you know
got
people
there-
left, but the freak offs ain't happened to the wee hours of the night.
Yeah,
When
I
they
probably
wasn't
take-
having freak offs at first. It was like a regular
It was
party.
a dinner party. Yeah.
I take the
Right.
first 10,000, and then because
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans said he used to go to the parties, but he said he used to leave before all this
Yes.
stuff used
Yeah,
to
because
happen,
one of my
so.
friends slid in my inbox and was like, "Oh, I would have loved to go to a Diddy party." I was like, "Hell no!"
Shit, everybody
I
used to
wasn't be
go.
on the
Ellen
video.
used to go. The white
On
people
the-
used to
but
go
you-
too.
You might have
Yeah.
been on the video. Look, why you think TD Jakes is trembling in his boots?
But
right
is
now?
is he in the indictment?
No, I'm not saying he's in the
names
indictment.
aren't.
What
the
I'm
only
saying
names
was-
that are mentioned in the indictment
Yeah.
are all the names of that Diddy has gone by. That's the only names.
And plus,
that are
when you've
mentioned.
seen him host dinner parties, you've seen certain celebrities there. But the
All of
question
them.
is,
I can name one I
the question-
haven't seen.
yeah, the question
Mhm.
is, how long did they stay, and are they on those videos?
Okay, so let me say this to y'all. So we do have to separate personal interest from the crime. So if people are at these parties and then if I see a big muscular man that is just beyond fine, right? And he be like, you know what, it's getting late. I'm about to strip down. Now the crime in me jumping on him is that's not the crime. The crime is when he drugs people
Mhm.
and then they do the freak off party. So we have to. That's probably why some people are
And
okay.
probably the video, because I'm sure every room does
Mhm.
not say that it's videography.
Yeah, that's the
lined
issue.
up
It's
in
not
there.
consent. Yeah.
Yes.
So
It's
okay,
not
so
consent.
basically what you're because I'm trying to figure out where
You
the
need to leave the
celebrities.
party if you're gonna freak.
So,
You
but
don't want to record
so
it.
Chris, what I'm saying is like the celebrities, they wouldn't necessarily be in trouble for getting with one another. Is it the people
No.
that he flew in that were under narcotics? Did they didn't know they were on drugs? Like where I'm just trying to understand
Or
where
it
we
could have
start
been
crossing
used
the
to
line.
set the mood to lower the angst and get.
And then I think too, people were saying he was drugging them. That's definitely crossing the line when
That's what I'm
people
trying to
drugging you. They
understand.
don't, and you don't know you're taking drugs.
So then,
and
let me ask you this: have you ever been at a party and people had brownies or whatever, and you just eating them, and it wasn't disclosed?
I didn't eat them.
You were scared, or you knew?
I don't eat no brownies at no
I
party.
always know, and no, I don't be eating them.
Mm-mm.
But I let them eat them.
I learned at an early age, I don't eat, drink, nothing that unless I know
What it
what
is?
it
Unless I
is. Because I know
yeah.
somebody that
Mhm.
has been at a party, put their drink down, and messed up the whole life because somebody drugged them.
And I know
So-
somebody who went to Park in
Wow.
14th,
Oh man!
took a drink.
in DC. Let the people know what that is.
Yes, in DC, and he
Uh-huh.
actually follows me. I wonder if this is gonna come across his Facebook. But he drank. He thought he feels like I have to revisit it because this conversation was like 10 plus years ago. But he was drinking. He feels like somebody got a little jealous, slipped something in his drink. He was in the VIP area. He couldn't control himself. He was right in his mind, but his body was completely doing its own thing. And he was just like, I cannot believe this. And he had got slipped a Mickey.
Wow.
And that's why you got to get a drink condom. Shout out to my last sister Karen. I found one in her purse that I had given her last year. And
I never
I
heard
might
of
have
this
to
before.
actually
me
I
a
used to
couple of
bring
them.
them to
I've seen it,
homecoming.
Mhm.
I used to
Giving
bring
me-
them to homecoming.
Yeah.
And it's called a drink condom, and that prevents people from being able to slip anything in your cup.
But first of
Ah.
all, why are you leaving your cup unattended? Any cup that you leave unattended,
but
it's no longer your drink.
If you turn your neck just like that, somebody and be like, yeah.
And then imagine if you already been drinking, right? You know you're a little loose. You're not as aware as you would usually be. So like,
Yeah,
somebody could just
I'm gonna have to get all of us some drink condoms because we all have things we doing, places we going, and you you just gotta be.
Why they call it
Wait,
drink condoms?
is this
though?
what
That's
the year
a
of 40 is
name.
about for us?
We gotta be
Drink-
careful.
Drink
We gotta
condoms,
be
be careful.
drink condoms. Them things is coming clutch. You put it over the lid of your cup.
Yeah, I've
and
had them
you
before 40, Brandon.
Push them through. It ain't not getting in that cup.
No. I'm not talking about having drink condoms. I'm talking about, is this the conversation moving forward for the age of 40? Just be
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
not
You
going
gotta
to
be.
clubs, not going to sex and free.
You gotta be but
Not
listen,
being
this is where life
sexually
might get crazy. You
You're
might
right.
go to a little shindig, and next thing you know, Bobby Lee and them is downstairs, boot ball naked. And you're just like, what's going on?
You better keep moving right out the damn door.
I'd be
If
like
you
this.
want
I
some
think I seen
setup
penis.
or
So I'ma
some
go out
cameras.
there.
No, Erica said she's gonna stay for her extra 10K.
Mhm.
I'm not doing that either.
I'll get there
Because
for
you
the
know what?
10K, but I ain't staying.
Look, Kevin be like this. Kevin be on camera. Hold on. So you said what? 10? Okay, what I gotta do for 10? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody step to the side real quick because this don't make no sense. No, I mean, honestly, if somebody offers you that amount of money to show up somewhere, it's not for free.
Period.
Right.
On God.
I know,
And everybody
it's for
knows
10K.
that.
It's not for free. It's
But
for
it
10K.
goes back to what we said in our last podcast. In certain situations, why are you even putting yourself in that? These underage girls, these underage guys, if you're up under a mogul like P. Diddy and you know you're underage, your parents know you're going there, they're giving you money, you get access to all these things, that comes with a cost. It's like
because
you're
of who
almost
he
selling your
is.
soul
It's
to
because
the
of
Yeah,
who
it's who
devil.
he is.
But you're selling your soul to the devil.
They
Come
not
on
thinking
now.
about
But
that.
they don't see that. You're not looking at that, especially if you're young. You're not looking at that. You're looking
No.
at
I'm not
this
talking
is
about
who-
the underage person. I'm talking about the parents that know that their child is going.
Because they sending their child to go,
Because
start
then
a
they
new.
say what Justin Bieber,
Usher.
yeah.
Come on now. Usher's mom wasn't having it though. She
Usher's
knew
mom
holiness
didn't know.
was still
Usher's
right.
mama didn't know about it at first, though.
My baby
Right.
Usher better not have done.
But he
all
was
these.
at the Puff Daddy boot camp. Who was that? Not Puff
He was
Daddy.
on the original Making the Band.
No, he was when
Was it Clyde Davis?
When Usher got his first deal, P. Diddy was
signed under him,
kind of grooming him.
Yeah, and he probably was in there having many of course. Because let me tell you, my boo has really been showing his tail on this tour. See, I thought he was trying to keep it cute because he married again and stuff like that. Baby, when on the video,
he got to sell the record, Erica.
No.
It
ain't no record. That was an old school jam. He's never playing his music when he do this stuff. When he comes to the back bar and in my video, when he threw his hands up and you could clearly see
and the way Erica's hand was just in my video just going on his coat. She looked like a little cat. You ever seen a cat?
This man has not sent me this video. He has not sent me anything until now. Okay, but
I thought
I did not have this video. But anywho,
so that's allegedly.
But allegedly, but he put his hands up.
Allegedly, but she did it. She did it.
Certainly did.
But when I stroked his coat, it was not near his yin yang. Okay, it was not near his coat. His coat. And
how you know his third leg won't down there?
No. I know it wasn't because I
was
saw
down
it.
there.
But he
because you saw it.
No, I could see it. I ain't blind. Okay.
You see what?
He threw them hands up. That bulge came. It's in the video. You can see it in the video that I put on page. He threw his hands up and thrust his hip forward. His yin yang came poking out, and all you see is the hands. The women so the security guard was standing back there to stop women from trying to touch it. But I think he wanted women to do that. I really do. And now I'm seeing other footage of him engaging with these women. That thing is nasty.
He's trying to give y'all a good experience. He's trying to sell his record. He's trying to give y'all a good experience.
He will hit you with the back.
Saying that sex sells.
Yeah, he will hit you with the back.
Was all these freak offs P. Diddy's effort to sell his albums?
But Diddy ain't cute.
No,
Diddy look like his breath stink. Diddy looks like his morning breath is terrible. I'm so sorry.
So are you saying P. Diddy is ugly?
He's not all that.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
what
he's.
she's saying.
I wouldn't say he's ugly, but I don't think he's cute either. Like he's like.
So you
he's
saying
like
his
black.
money made him who he is? Because if he
Yes.
had money, he would be a basic.
And let me tell you, money be making some people, Jad. It somehow works for them, and that's Diddy. I feel that way.
Oh wow.
And Neo,
I don't
think
know. I
Neo.
don't think he's an attractive. I've never heard anybody I hung out with, any women, nobody I know, say
Like,
that
ooh,
Diddy's
Diddy.
attractive.
Hell no.
Yeah, no,
And
that's not a
Neo,
conversation women have.
But hold
What you
on.
saying about Neo, Erica?
ooh, he look like a alien.
Ain't Cassie attractive? And isn't Kim Porter attractive? So he was able to get them. Who
Because
else
he had
dated?
money.
Who else he dated that was kind of cute?
Cassie was very young and impressionable at that time. So
I feel like she was an entitled light-skinned girl.
Ooh.
Come on. She
light
should have been.
skin. I don't think
You
she's
giving the whole
If she's black,
jigaboo and wannabes. Like, come on.
I think
Cassie
she's
is not black.
Vietnamese. I feel like she's Vietnamese or something like. I don't think she's black.
She is. She's mixed
She
with
black and something.
Do we need to look it up? Let's go to the
Please.
source.
I feel no, she's Filipino. I feel like she's
And
Filipino.
what?
And
And
like
black.
Italian or something like that. I don't think it's black.
I'm looking it up right now. What is she? She is of African American, Mexican, and West Indian descent. So what is she?
Black.
Are we doing this?
The
Trump?
one drop.
Are we doing this?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Wikipedia.
She got black in there.
Wikipedia don't always be right.
Yes, she is African.
Well, I don't know if the Wikipedia right, but I know she black.
West
You can look at
Indian
her
is black.
And black. She got two doses of black.
Right. So according to the United States, if you have how many tenths?
A drop.
A drop. That's right.
So as Trump says, she is black.
And she had a black job.
Right. She had a black job.
What was her black job? Fucking with Diddy. That was her black job.
And so what was this allegation of him having about 800 dildos?
What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Up?
I don't know if that's valid or not, but the indictment said stuff. It didn't detail the stuff.
Clearly, if you have lubricants and baby oil.
Did he use the word? I don't remember seeing the word lubricant. I remember seeing baby oil, but I don't remember seeing the word.
If you read the entire indictment, it said 1,000 lubricants and baby oil. It had both of them.
Oh, I saw baby oil. I was like, well, what's wrong with having baby oil?
There's nothing wrong with having it, but what you need 1,000 bottles of. And my thing is, who we paying to sit there and count that mess? They need to be fired.
No, but that was part of making it what it was.
Was that a black job?
Because look, if you said 5 lubricants and baby oil, they don't have the same impact as 1,000.
The 1,000 just sounds crazy. Like that don't even move me none. Like no, but when they start talking about those weapons,
you get a lubricant.
When they start talking about those weapons, I was like, oh no, that's just crazy. Like that don't even make sense. Like why you have these weapons like this with no serial numbers and all this stuff when you have bodyguards, you have people you can hire, to carry legal weapons, like none of that.
That was my thing too. I was like, all this stuff, we didn't have to get here if you just kept it above board and just did not break the law.
Because there has been allegations again of him roughing up people on the street. And so guess what? If he used one of them guns and they happen to got shot, there was no way to trace it back to him. Come on now.
It's terrible, y'all. To me, it's a hot roachy mess. It's just really bad. And for me, I feel like it's never too late to send a predator to jail. It's never too late to it's very weird. Of the timing. For me, it's the timing. If they had all these things on him, why was it such a delay? They raided his house already, and then now you find 1,000 bottles of Lube?
That wasn't a delay. If he had enough time, honestly, to clear some of that shit up.
If he was smart, he would have just left the country.
He didn't think he was gonna get caught. I'm trying to tell y'all, he been doing whatever he been doing for years. And
okay, well, if you say that, so that means Junior Mafia know about Diddy. That means Lil Kim knew about Diddy. That means Biggie Smalls knew about Diddy. That means Faith and Mary J. Blige. Every person signed the Bad Boys.
But didn't they all fall out with him?
They did, but for other things. But my thing is, or it could have been that the root of it. I don't know, but I'm just saying. So you telling me all them people, and these are big name celebrities, don't know nothing?
Not as big as him. And listen, I'm
trying to tell you. That was the whole point.
But you know the one girl from Danny Kane, she tried to come out.
I said this when we talked about this before. What I thought was telling was that nobody was saying he didn't do that. At the time when Cassie when she put out the allegations first, when she did the lawsuit, and we talked about it whenever we did that episode, that was what I said. I said, you notice ain't nobody said, oh no, Diddy didn't do that. So to me, that was the answer right there. When nobody saying he did not do it. Yeah.
Right.
So I said, you already know.
They didn't want, so the moment you come out, they might start digging up dirt on you.
But y'all know, I think they're just scratching the surface. I don't even think we know half of what these people about to.
Well, what is your prediction? What are all of y'all predictions about how this goes going forward? Do you think he's going to jail? Do you think? If you think he's going to jail, do you? How long do you think he's going to be in there? Like, what do you think is going to happen from this situation at this point?
No, life, Johnny.
That's what one of the indictments. Then it said life in prison
for racketeering. Yeah. What they call RICO charges.
What was he doing with the racketeering? I don't understand. What was he doing?
Crossing state lines with narcotics, with prostitution, like prostitution ring. The way he was operating was like a mob.
Yeah.
The blackmailing, all of that. Video voyeurism, recording things, having things record on conversation, changing eyewitness accounts saying that this didn't happen, or all of that.
Telling witness, influencing the witnesses and telling them, recording conversation. It was just the way that he was moving that was very criminal. It was criminal.
It's like mob-like behavior.
Yeah. He is a criminal.
Oh, that's just terrible.
And then remember,
but we do know he's a criminal because we've seen the video. So
yeah.
Now I don't know. Listen. There wouldn't have been a man in my family that would have. Child, that man. What? Nonetheless, me getting up trying to whoop it myself.
You would have got your head blown off with that.
No, we would have had to fight.
No, they would have been fighting. But when I see that video, I see that, like I was saying before, I don't feel like a lot of people tell him no, and I feel like maybe at that point, Cassie was like, I don't want to do this, or no, in her own way was saying no, and that was his retaliation, because he was probably like, what the hell you mean no? Like, I am. Do you know who I am? Well, clearly you know who I am. It won't
just no. She was like, no, and I'm out, and he didn't want her to leave.
Y'all know when they had
people beat her, and then she didn't leave for a while because she was embarrassed to be out in public, black and blue.
And then she came back when Kim Porter died, because she left and then came back after Kim Porter died.
That might have scared her. She might have known who did it, and she was like, you know what? I don't want to lose my life, so I'm gonna just go back.
Yeah, because it shows that he had been texting her even after he beat her that time in the hallway. He then texted her like, "You gonna leave me here by myself?" Like, it was manipulation, emotional control.
Man, crazy. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about narcissism. I'm getting pissed off. But look, Kevin, you know how you said what is the what we think the outcome will be. You know, I think the outcome is going to be whatever the maximum of because you know when you have status like that, and again when you are a black man, look at Bill Cosby, look at R. Kelly, they're going to throw the maximum. They're going to use you as an example, and it's about time for another example. So what He's gonna get the max or whatever those charges are.
Man.
I agree. I feel like just based on reading an indictment and how far they have gone back to 2009, 2008, like it is, hell is to be paid at this point. Like if you have done that much research,
you know what? And I don't feel sorry for him. You did it. You shouldn't have did it.
I feel sorry for him because my thing is, you've reached such a level of what we thought was Black excellence. You're a producer, you're a mogul, an entertainer. You even have gotten some of your kids. You've created careers for other stars. You were this larger than life person, and it's devastating to me that it keeps happening.
It's devastating. I feel more sorry for the culture, but not for him himself. Like if that makes sense. Like I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for the culture and what it looks like either as a community, what it looks like for us. But for him, I don't. And his kids, I do feel sorry for them.
His kids,
I really do.
Some of the kids have already lost their mother, and now they may lose their dad.
And then also think about this, y'all. We don't know what those kids. We don't know what they saw. We don't know.
Yeah.
And then what it could have been passed on to them. What next? What we might be hearing about them in the news as they get older, adults and things, and just it's just a cycle that just it's crazy. It's just
well. Them artists that was staying silent, like Dawn and Aubrey, always talking. They didn't see. I always said they didn't see some things, but they ain't fool enough to say some things because they try. They value their life and they just gonna keep it mute for right now and just let the law enforcement do what they got to do.
But y'all know what? We sit here and say like, why didn't these people say nothing? Why? Well, we have people that literally do say things. I see it on social media all the time. The guy that was one of the members of B2K, he talked about some things before. That lady that be all talking and all this stuff. I can't think of her. It's people who say things, White, but then but we don't listen to it, or whoever don't listen to it. Like it's people who've been saying these things for years and they're not listened to. So then when you have somebody to think, should I say something? Should I not say something? People gonna go more so with not saying something because they're like, well, I just saw a police officer here yesterday. I just saw a governor official over here. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's almost like, why say something when people already know this is happening? It's almost like, what me saying something? What is that gonna do? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that's what contributed to why it has gone on for so long. Because everybody kind of felt, the indictment said he had people in his pocket, like
in his pocket, right?
So he could make things go away. Like
what Johnny's is talking about, having the police come and being called and all of that. I hate to give this correlation, but that was what was on the Jeffrey Dahmer series. The police were called several times for people yelling. There were suspicious odors. There were several instances where the police did not really do their jobs.
Right.
And how many times does this happen?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
That happens all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really It's just
the
a
police
really
said they doing their job this time.
Of course.
And they said we are very thorough. You see,
but he probably something got messed up. Cassie,
does anybody think
somebody ain't get paid?
Yeah,
somebody ain't get paid.
Somebody got her money. That's what we talking about.
No, somebody higher.
No,
somebody higher.
Him. Something happened on that end because Cassie all of a sudden is able now to do all these things. Somebody said, you know what, he was treating me real messed up, or he didn't pay me. Let me go ahead and let these floodgates flow over. Let me open the door a little bit. Yeah.
Or remember when they raided his house and that one white guy that was a basketball player was his runner, was his drug dealer. Do you think he got locked up and squealed?
Probably.
Yeah,
especially if the government
is giving him.
It's gonna give you immunity or
Uh-huh.
safety for the rest of your life.
Exactly
Oh
what
yeah.
happened. Mhm.
Y'all, this sound like a movie.
We can't wait to see it. American Crime.
Mm.
It's gonna be on Hulu, FX.
Who y'all think gonna play him? Who you think gonna play Diddy?
His son.
Yep, the one that looked just like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who try to sound like him too. That him.
That boy's not playing that part, y'all.
Switching gears. What? Okay, are we done with the P. Diddy story saga?
Yeah,
What
I'm
you
done
got
talking
next?
about him.
What is it? Now I'm talking politics. 2 seconds. What is it about the Republicans talking about people that don't have children?
Listen, baby, I got something for them on TikTok. Now, what's that heifer's name?
Sarah Huckabee?
Who look like a Hucker man sitting
Look
up
like
there
a Hucker
talking
man.
Sarah
about.
Huckabee Sanders?
Yeah.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
She looks like a.
Hold on. She looks like the bottom of my damn foot. Talking about. Oh,
You talking about the part that's you talking about the part that's really rough.
That
and
damn.
jagged?
That little chin, that little gobble she
And
got
her
on, and
face
then
is crooked.
face is a box.
Right?
That's why she look like the bottom of my damn shoe. Oh, yo, oh,
Not
and
a
then
box.
the gall. That's why I said to myself, it's one thing to be a Democrat. It's one thing to be a Republican. It's one thing to be undecided, but it is another thing to be MAGA.
Yes.
I'm not going to forget the people along this journey that
Mhm.
that just have attached themselves to this terrible, terrible, terrible group of people. I will never forget it. I just
Because
will
they
never forget
they rather see Trump in office, a racist, grab women by the pussy type of person, liar, convict. He done manipulated all of everybody, Elon Musk, Russia, and the like, than to say that a person of color, whether it be Obama or Kamala Harris, is in office to save America. That's what MAGA's
it.
about.
But it's that, and it's undereducated. We have got to.
Yes.
Y'all thought I was playing when we did our episode a while back. I am serious. The undereducated who don't read, don't do no research, don't understand, they are the worst. And you want to know who the undereducated is in our community? It is them people in them little interesting spots of the country who refuse to do research. They did not finish high school, barely. They did not go to college. And let me tell you, I know somebody who's in the whole entire military who did not finish college. Oh, excuse me. I don't even think he might have attempted college, but his concept of wanting to be MAGA is unbelievable to me. Not realizing, it's like they realize it, but they don't want to accept it. They are not preferred in that group of people, but they want so bad. They want so bad to be mad at a woman who has not been the president of the United States, who does not have the ability to make the decisions that they want to see, because those undereducated people be like, she's spinning her, she didn't do nothing. That's how I know. That's how I know. Right there, that's the sign. You dealing with somebody who can't read. You dealing with somebody who don't want to do the research. You're dealing with somebody who has an issue with, those are the people who have issues with seeing themselves in places they never thought they could be. So they're completely undereducated. They don't have foresight, and they need to get it together. Lack of education. Yeah.
So for those people, is it our job or is it your job to educate them or change their mind?
Yes. I get in the comments and I'll ask them very basic questions. Let me tell you, one of the beneathly under the educated women decided to inbox me on Instagram, and this woman is from Brooklyn but lives in Charlotte, North Carolina right now. Wrote me, and now mind you, these people will ride me. I'll say something like, "Yes, that's not how you pronounce her name. It needs to be pronounced correctly," and then all of a sudden, they'll be on me. So this one black chick, I didn't even know it was a chick because I didn't go to her page. I didn't do anything. She was coming at me crazy. Then she backed it up and wrote me in my DMs on Instagram and was like, "You're an ugly person." I said, "Ma'am," no, she wrote some other stuff too. Let me read you what this roach wrote me. Okay, I call her roach because I
gotta be a roach.
Okay, an ant. So she said, "Your antics of the disrespects makes you ugly. It was no reason for you to tell me to kick rocks." I told this woman to kick rocks. I work by spirit. That was confirmation of sassy undertones I was not expecting, even when I was coming from a loving place. It was a great idea to debate. However, as I stated, I don't vote. And I wrote back,
You the motherfucking problem.
I said, you are a black woman living in the South and not voting. Madam, you got so much riding on you, your family, and well-being. However, you choose not to vote. That's your, I said, but that's your prerogative. However, you comment on things you're not even worried about changing for our people. I'm ugly, cool. However, I'm very serious about my community, health, and my future. Be blessed. She probably couldn't understand what I was even saying.
Because you was giving her sassy.
But if you don't, if you don't vote, why are you even arguing with somebody?
Why are you even on me?
So that's
why are you even on me?
Johnny. Like, is it? Do we
Your
even
argument
waste
is
the
baseless.
time in trying to change somebody's life? Why are you even committed?
Because you can. Well, let me tell you something about the impact of people. You could say one thing to somebody. Because if you look on TikTok, there are people who have been changed through this election cycle by somebody educating them by saying, "Hey, take the time to read this." But then you got people who don't want you to read. You have people who don't want you to know what's best for you. You got people who in our community now. You got people in our community who don't want to know.
And not only that, Kevin, long gone are the days where people would knock on the doors to influence people to vote.
Oh no, they doing it.
Right. But I don't believe we've seen it in our lifetimes. Has someone knocked on any of y'all's door? Right. I think historically we came from a people that actually did that. Hey,
and Mom. They're doing it. But let me tell you what's happening. This one lady on TikTok, she's a white lady. She cussed this boy out for coming at her door talking about Trump. Yes. She said, get your yes, okay. They are going door to door in certain places. Yeah. So it's very much happening.
It is our responsibility to educate voters about our selection. Absolutely.
And that's right. And then I told you, the white men, for whatever reason, if you are a woman who knows what you're talking about, and you say something like, I'm voting blue, or, that's not how you pronounce her name. Do you know all of them tried to call me fat? And one of them, by the end of it, by the time he was done with me, he was like, damn, I might have to play your DMs, because they was like, oh, you're fat. And, I tried real hard not to say your mother, because I don't want to get canceled off Instagram.
They called you a big bag. Let me talk.
Now, girl, listen, why did this girl on there, this one girl, and this, let me tell you, I am so
disappointed. You beefing with these people.
Yes, you said, what you said? She said, your back's so big.
This one lady was like, you mad because you a big bag. And when I went to her page, she literally looks like Mr. Ed. I said, and it's always the women that need help in the face.
I never see these comments, Erica. Girl, I don't know. You be going in.
Me either. Like
I will start tagging you. I be on these pages fighting for my life.
Please don't.
Me either, because I ain't convincing nobody. If you believe,
I don't know. No, but I don't think. But hold on. But wait a minute. First of all, as at this age, we need to normalize educating people. We need to do that.
I educate people that I care about.
I just think that people ignorant. Like I feel like Erica's giving her opinion. I don't think people should just be commenting like crazy stuff. Like what they got to do.
I'll say something simple. I'll say something simple like be sure to vote. And then here comes these ignorant, special faced people, because this one girl who was like, oh, you bad because you a big bag. I was like, and then she blocked me from being able to comment about her, but she literally looked at me
because I don't want your big back responses, so let me just go ahead and block you.
Because she knew I would have cooked her. I looked at her in the face. I said, wow.
You saw her face to face?
I saw her page on her. I saw her face on her page.
But that's the thing. It's keyboard bullies. It's people that are say shit.
That's my thing too. Like these are people that you would never meet. Like,
Right.
why do you care?
Don't even
Oh
entertain
no, you if you want to engage with me, it's okay. Because this is just one of them elections. I ain't going out like no punk. My
Right.
forefathers did not have to die just for me to have to vote, for me to sit up here and be like, you know what? I'm like, nah, you gonna hear it.
To be like, what?
You gonna hear it.
Right, because
Yeah.
I'm with you, Erica. If you don't like my policies, like when I say my policies, I'm supporting. It's a blue wave for me. So if you don't like that, you can unfriend me. You can whatever you need to do it now. I'm not
Yes,
begging
and
for
trust
nobody's
me,
friendship.
and
It is
trust
what it
me,
is.
it's
Yeah.
a guy I know right now. It's a guy I know right now. And he don't know how I know, but I can tell y'all when we get off. He is so red. It's crazy. He is out here talking crazy
A
behind the
black
scenes.
guy?
Yes.
Do we know him?
No. But
Oh, okay.
he is talking absolute crazy.
Well, let me ask you this: who are these people that you're friends with, and why?
Well, first
Why
of
they
all,
got the ability to have access to you?
this person does not know that I know, but I had to verify through a source that he
But-
is back behind the scenes talking
But
crazy.
what
He
about
don't
the
know I
other
know.
people? What about the other people?
Oh,
These
I don't know them
need
other
to
people.
have-
I be commenting on like Shade Room. I comment
okay.
on all these other stuff, and then here comes the people who want to talk crazy to me in the I'll say something like, I'll put a blue wave, and then here comes people like, you don't know nothing, they ain't never did nothing for us. And I'm like, you know what's crazy is that a lot of African Americans out here who are further away from the government, they don't know anything. They don't understand a little bit of things that they even do have. Somebody had to fight for that.
Yeah.
Somebody had to fight for that, but it's okay. It's okay.
I feel like that's really noble, but all I'm saying is, it's not my job to change everybody's mind. I just don't feel like
I'm not trying to, and you can't if you don't try.
You know, I feel like we all collectively stand on voting, the same way for this election, but I don't feel like it's my job to convince anybody else to vote the same way that I'm voting. Like,
it definitely is.
You don't have to convince. You don't have to convince anything, especially if you spitting straight facts. But it's up to them if they want to be stupid. Now we're dealing with stupidity. Okay, the fact
that's
that
that's what I'm saying. I'm not inserting myself in that.
I mean, how you can be supportive, Kevin, is donating funds. You can get a yard sign. You can wear a T-shirt. You can wear your pearls, and you can wear your Converses. Yeah, that's how you show solidarity and support. It don't necessarily mean knocking on doors and getting people to be on your team. That's not what we're asking for. What we're asking for is to show signs of who you are supporting, and maybe by you doing that, you'll create.
You might impact somebody.
Yes, that's it, and that's all.
Because let me tell you.
And in closing, what I'm gonna say about this is, since we're talking about 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil, it's either you vote, get fucked, or be the fucker. So which one? Which one is it?
Because let me tell you. If that thing get back in office, if he get back in office, do you know all of us might lose the job?
With no lube.
He don't believe in the Department of Education. He don't believe in federal government. He don't believe in nothing. So
Department of Justice will be his minions. They will do what he tells them to do.
We all gotta move to Canada.
Right.
We gotta move to Canada.
Wake up.
But I thought the cost of living is high up there.
We would have to move to Canada.
They ain't got shit to do with what we talking about right now.
Nope. We would have to move to Canada. Okay, and Kevin, we'll be going live. Kevin be like, y'all, I'm just hanging on day by day. I be like, listen, but I don't think we gonna have a problem. I think we doing good. So, well, hopefully y'all have enjoyed listening to this absolutely crazy live that we had going on. Listen, on the politics, I don't want to rush time, but Jesus, can we just get to November the 5th so I can get my life back?
Over it. Get to November 5th with the right person. Right?
That's right.
I'm saying.
And then we're gonna party. So
where you think we're gonna be at November 6th? Where you think?
I'm gonna have a day off because I'm gonna be stressed.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna make it to work because we gonna be too busy down at the Capitol doing the electric slide. Ain't nobody gonna be at work.
Look.
Ain't nobody gonna be at work.
That's gonna be the black cookout with hoodies on and everything.
Listen, Johnny's gonna be at work. She, she's for the
She ain't got them days off.
I'm gonna probably be at work too.
Not after Erica, but I gotta say my days for Erica's birthday.
Yeah, me too, Johnny. You and me both.
Moving on. Oh, and Maurice, please text me your email. He one of those droid users, so I can't just send him the file that I sent y'all.
Not one of those droid users.
He's a droid user.
Okay,
God. But y'all have a wonderful.
I'm done.
Listen, y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to y'all next week. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things. Come check us out on Instagram. But if you did not rate us already, go ahead and give us some 5 stars. All right. Bye.